to look at me. Oh, no, we're not supposed to look at me. We're supposed... Wait, are we here? Is everybody here? We're not here, are we? You didn't see me with my face. Come on. Good morning, Fram. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Laws. Good morning, Bill. Hey, nerd. My schnoz. I'm just making sure we're all here. Can we hear? There's Laura. Alright, folks. I'm out of here.
Thank you, Brock.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Brock is our official Get Me Started guide right now. It's got all the technical glitches we're getting on occasions here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's make it a really good one. We have control over that. Let's have a great morning. Good morning, Katie. I see you. Oh, Mr. 420, is that what you want to call it? That's creepy. He's the setup guy. He's like Ed McMahon. Let's put it that way. Good morning, Cleanie. Good morning, everybody. I see you guys out there. I see you. 23 people here, 8 likes. Is that it? That's the best we're going to do today? Good morning, Niffy. 8 likes. That's the best we can do today? Really? I guess I should just spin for a number then. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me a number. Anytime you want, just give me a number. What is that number anyways? Go ahead. Give me a number. Vegas, you've got it. Vegas, you're going on the wheel. Vegas said 17. And Vegas, you're on the wheel for this coming Friday. Vaggie. Good job, Vague. Way to go. You're on the list. So far we have Shy, Dando, Joe D, and Vegas. Okay, and we'll get a couple more on there soon. You can never see where the Tao is going. You can only be there with it. There you go. There you go. If you choose to center, and not participate in the extremes, you will come to know the Tao, the balance, the midpoint, the point of no exhaustion, no expectations. Nothing's taken personal in the center. It doesn't happen. Boom. So I popped on, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I used to consider following the way of the Tao. Nerd, we do sort of anyways, without making it official, without putting any titles on it. Okay? That's what I think. Very quickly, I see Sandman here this morning. And it looks like IG got rid of his page, deleted him. I'm sorry for that, Sandy. He said it's number 3. Pops had, I think, at this point, 20 pages taken over the almost 5 years. So, Sandy, is the website still good? Your new website, Mountain Mush Lab, mountainmushlab.com. Rodman, I've had 20 pages deleted. They were hunting. I was on the bad boy list. Yeah, they got you. And yes, sir, it's the same. So, Sandy, if you get a new IG page, you start another page, let us know what it is here so we can get you some followers. And remember that it's this, he has a website. Sandy, don't talk about the website online. That page that you had, this is just Pop's giving you a little advice, not telling you what to do. But on that page, there were a few references you were telling people go over to so and so, and that's what IG doesn't like. After 20 pages, I'm an expert. Okay, practically an expert. Either that or I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But don't make any mention about go over to a site or something like that, because that's one of the reasons they get you. All right, we got to show pictures of your yard and a barn owl. Okay. Yeah. So that's just my advice. Don't. And then when you showed the chocolate bars and stuff like that, they looked gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but that's exactly the kind of thing. And even if it isn't IG, there's somebody out there that is like, that's not right. They shouldn't do that. Or it's somebody else that has had a page deleted, and they are envious that yours wasn't, so they go report a Dordo on you. So IG, it's pure censorship, and I can be mad at it if I want, but then I could also say, well, at least there's something out there that I can use once I figure out how to really use it correctly, based off of their guidelines. Yeah, definitely snitches out there on that stuff. Take my word for it. There was, I think for a time there was one person following everything I was saying or doing and just making up reports about us. So they just didn't want to see you. Some people don't want to see you succeed. Okay? Nerdy, we're all bad boys and girls. Is that what you're telling us? Sandy, these are things you know. I'm probably talking to everybody just as much. Okay? Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, B?
They're just cutting everything down, that's all.
Oh, okay. Even those trees in the back going?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're trimming it around the power lines.
Wow. So yeah, this morning we'll get 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:01.
Oh, boy.
Chainsaws going left and right. In less than 25 minutes, the whole tree next door was taken down, de-stumped, and it's nothing, and already ground and put away. Gone. Poof. Gone. 25 minutes. And now they're doing other trees in the backyard, so that's what you hear the noise probably out there, that grinding noise. Nice to hear that, Doc. Good morning, everybody. RX for sure. I can't even imagine what the bill was for taking that sucker down. And kind of a bummer, but you could see where it was starting to grow into power lines and stuff like that. So, carnivorous, you could only bet, you could only hope, right? But boy, is it tough when you see a tree go down. I love trees now so much. How many years was that tree there? How much does it know? You know what I mean? It knows so much more than we know. It's seen everything. It's been through every storm, every sunshiny day. So, poor tree. Gone. Just like that. You're welcome, Doc. Let me see. Give me a second here. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. See that brown spot right there? That's where the tree was. That brown spot, gone. There's a tree like this. Gone. Now they're doing some of the guys in the backyard. We just go on a field trip? That's funny. 25 minutes. And it was not just gone, but cleaned up. And I was getting a little, okay, I'm going to admit it. I was getting a little stressed out, okay? A little bit, because they pulled their whole operation up and parked it right in front of our house, which is next door, which is normal. Except I had all this trash out at my curb from over the week, moving stuff. And what happens in my brain is I started stressing because I know my trash guys come between 8 and 9. So as soon as I heard them out there with the chainsaws, I had to go out there and tell them, hey man, the trash truck's gonna be coming down the street pretty soon. And will you guys be able to move your rig when the trash truck gets here? Because I can't afford for them to not pick up the trash. And the guy looks at me and goes, don't, sir. He was very polite, very, very nice guy. Sir, we got you covered. He goes, we'll be out of that area. We'll be out of the front of your house and flip the truck around in the opposite direction in 25 minutes. It was 24. Well, they parked in your spot. And then literally within 5 minutes of them moving their truck, here comes the trash truck. Beep, 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 beep. So it all worked out. And I didn't even get stressed out. Maybe a little. Tiny bit. I was like, come on, man. Of all the mornings for a trash truck, for a tree truck to park in front of the only house on the block that has stuff that needs to be hauled out. Anyways, I'm just letting you guys in on some inside scoop there. Give me 5 people that were interested. No field trip. Give me 5 people. Okay, that's what's happening over at Pops' house. Yes, Tropic, we sold it. Yes, sir. There's 100 people interested, I can tell you that right now. Okay? Okay, where are we at here? Let me just run this one by you guys too, okay? Last night, sometime yesterday, I got a message from somebody on here, one of us, not here that often, to be honest with you. But no, it's okay. Everybody has schedules, etc. And the message said, all it was, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to send you my address. And they sent me their address. And I recognized who the person was. And then I wrote back, remind me what this address was for, please. About a couple hours later, the reply comes in. Goes, oh, well, I was watching your show on Friday, and you were giving away free ounces. So I just wanted to give you my address. So I guess I wasn't very clear on Friday that it was just, we were sending nice bags, 10, 12 gram bags to the spin to the win guys, okay? How that turned into free ounces for anybody that sends me an address, I'll never know. I was like, this is a good one. They were serious too. Free ounce Friday. This is a true story. I was looking, Clearly, I have to do a better job of messaging. I have to do it 3-ounce Friday. Okay, I know we're generous. We do try very hard to be generous. I think I'm gonna. Should I send dude something anyway? Taco says I just sent mine. Give me 5 people. Should I send dude something? Should I? Just because, hey, I'm sure he didn't quite understand. What should I do? Ignore it? Or does the guy get a little some little supplemental supplement? Okay? What should I do? I haven't replied yet. I swear I haven't replied. Drop it, knock it off. I'm trying to decide, no, bro, you misunderstood, or no, bro, I'm sorry, I didn't make myself clear. I'm not sure how to do it, okay? Oh, send him an ounce of the tree trimming next door. Oh, I'm in a moral quandary, okay? I'm having a moral moment. What do I do? Buy one, get one free. Okay. I did find it humorous, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to like let. I mean, it was very sincere. Like this dude was here. I'm here. I'm in. Oh, some of you guys are Nazis. Look at you, shroom Nazis. That's it. No shroom for him. No, that's right. A portobello. We didn't say what kind of shroom, right? Oh, he's still waiting for tracking. RX. Oh, jeez. Oh, that just made me say no. I don't. Oh, gosh. That's funny. I'm not making fun of him at all. It was just a funny moment, and your guys' your guys' comments, you bunch of Nazis. You guys are the ones that he's making a claim. I don't know where it is yet. I know he said it. Oh, see, you guys are funny. You guys, you're a bunch of stand-up comedians. Okay. Let's move on to another subject. Oh, gosh darn it. You guys are making me laugh. You guys are making it funnier than it really was. At first, I'm like, oh, they're sad. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So this Friday, nothing, no. Let me make it very clear. This Friday, no. I'm not giving away free ounces. You have to spin to win. You got it? Speaking of spin to win, let's get somebody's name on the wheel. If your name's already on it, give everybody else a chance. Let's see. Shy and Dando and Joe D in Vegas, you're already here. Go, give me a number between 1 and 50. Go. Give me a number between 1 and 50. And try to get on the wheel. Okay? Nope, close. Oh, no. Oops, I thought, oh, no, that's not it. Well, give me a number between 1 and 50. You can put up to 3 on a line at one time. Okay, good morning, Crystal. I see you. Excuse me. You guys made me laugh. Thank you. That's what we like to do to start our morning here, though. We have to laugh. Give me 5 people that were laughing with us, not at us, okay? Or my friend. We're not laughing at him. It was just funny, okay? I'm looking for the number. I still haven't seen it. Keep firing away, kids. Keep free alternators. Keep firing away, kids. I still haven't seen the number. Nope, nobody's said it yet. I feel like I'm about to give a hint. Oh no. Lucky Lures. Lucky, you're in. Lucky said 21. And it is. It's a 21. Lucky. Yeah, I don't think you're lucky. I think you're skilled. Lucky. With this pen, I'm writing down your name. Lucky Lures. And by the way, you actually have to be here Friday to win. You can't write in on Tuesday with your address and ask for a freebie. Okay, don't do that. You have to actually be here and you have to help me out a little, okay? You have to be here. We all agreed to that already, okay? Centipedes are harmless. True or false? Centipedes are harmless. True or false? You guys say it's false. What's so scary about a centipede? You people saying false, why? What's so scary about a centipede? Centipedes are not harmless. Centipedes secrete cyanide. They secrete cyanide, which is lethal at certain dosages. They're little cyanide things with 100 feet. A platypus is harmless. True or false? Platypus. How often do you just want to say the word. Go ahead, at home, turn to somebody and say platypus. Platypuses are harmless. True or false? Everybody here's just, that's it. You guys are just going with false for the rest of the day. A platypus is venomous. When its venom enters your body, it burns and can be deadly if not treated immediately by a medical professional. I didn't know that one. All you falsy people knew. I didn't know. I thought a platypus was going to be fairly harmless. Not so fast, my platypus friends. Okay? Mountain goats are actually antelopes. True or false? True or false? Mountain goats are actually antelopes. True or false? You guys are all going false again? We got a couple of trues. The answer is true. A mountain goat is actually an antelope. It's not a goat. It's an antelope. One more. A black mamba snakes are black. True or false? Black mamba. What are they? Are they black? True or false? I might be setting you up. False. Black mambas get their name because the inside of their mouth is black, not their body. They're more of a brownish greenish. Black mambas get their name because the inside of their mouth is black. This I didn't know. I figured it was going to be a black squiggly thing. Didn't know. Give me 1 second. Oh, I think it's back here. Trying to find that article we were reading yesterday. I didn't have it ready for this morning. Sorry about that. The one we were talking about facilitators. Give me one more second, I apologize. Where's that article about facilitators? There we go. There we go. So yesterday we were talking about a study that talks about the motivation of spiritual health practitioners, and or they also call them, what did they call them? Chaplains? And I'm making the argument that most of us here are a spiritual health practitioner. You may not have a patient other than yourself, but I bet you have that patient. And then some of us are reaching out, and I see it all the time. I see people like Nerdy and Deborah, and those are just first two names on my mind. Kim, lots of people that are practicing spiritual health in terms of coaching, generosity, and stuff like that. Facilitation, like I told you guys yesterday, a few years ago, I was like, that's ridiculous. Who needs a facilitator? And I was coming at it from a bias of that it costs so much money. Facilitators are charging you. Well, one of the reasons that they are is to pay themselves back for all that ridiculous cost it took for them to get licensed, especially in that program in Oregon. But that's still, money in the game starts really ruining things. So is sustainability in a challenging field is where we left off, okay? What is Nerd talking about there? There he goes. He's gonna give us a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger from Nerdy. Okay. The study also identifies factors that sustain practitioners' ongoing commitment to psychedelic care. Okay, Melody. Ongoing commitment to psychedelic care. It's easy to burn out. It's real easy to burn out if your motivations are less than ethical. It's very easy. Thank you, Herbie, for doing that. Many reported finding fulfillment in witnessing healing in others, experiencing that mutuality with clients, and appreciating patterns commonly associated with psychedelic experiences, such as, wait for it, you guys are going to recognize this one. That's right, Nerdy. You guys are going to recognize this one. Such as interconnectedness. Who here is experiencing interconnectedness? Every single one of us. Every single one of us. One participant described this as the sustaining factor. Seeing the similar experiences of participants in studies, creating new stories, but also coming into a sense of being part of something larger. For many of us, that's a missing portion of our life. And we weren't built that way. We weren't programmed that way. But we made those choices because of our inner anxieties, our desire to stay separated because you might judge me. All of these things that keep us from wanting to be interconnected. It's beautiful to see them break down, isn't it? That's why when we get the letters from people here, and the notes and the comments, that's a sense of interconnectedness. It fuels a spiritual health practitioner. Tell me about it, nerdy. Understanding these motivating factors not only informs training, but it also helps address sustainability in a field that can be emotionally demanding. I was talking with Joel Lee the other day, text back and forth a little bit. The people that we're connecting to, the people that you as a spiritual health practitioner will be helping, are hurting people. They're hurting. There's a reason that they're reaching out and looking for guidance and new health paths. There's a reason. They're hurting. You're dealing with the most vulnerable of our society. So it's no wonder they get a little bit cranky or a little bit anxious or a little bit, man, I'm so stressed, I've got to go look for the package at the post office. That's not a joke. It's no wonder. Those are who we work with. And nerd, that's beautiful. They need grace, we need grace. All together. I remember the first year, 4 or 5 years ago. Gosh, these guys are nutballs. Well, Pops, you're just as big a nutball as anybody that you're talking to. Number one. Number two, of course they are. You're not on Wall Street talking to an investment banker. That's not what you're doing. An investment banker's just as crazy as anybody else, but they're just looking different places for their healing. We have to be so aware of who we're working with and why. How might ongoing education incorporate reflective practices that sustain practitioners' resilience and effectiveness? Sam Suri, it's not a joke, right? It's not a joke. We take it very serious. It's a high level of responsibility. Very high. You want to be a model. It's the reason I tell you that, from me, I had to make a decision. There's some wonderful, creative, intelligent, beautiful girls that you meet in this field. I do. I will never have any kind of a relationship with them other than a spiritual health practitioner with them. Because I'm dealing with somebody that's coming for help, not to be taken advantage of. They're incredibly vulnerable. We need to be so aware of that and know that the smallest thing you do can be taken in the wrong way. Because you're real kind, now all of a sudden they think you're love bombing them. Good morning, Ashley. Be careful. Be very, very careful. That doesn't mean that you can't be friendly. And Pops is a flirt. I have to tone my flirting down just a little bit. And I don't care who they are. I have to call them all. I call them all dolls. That's what you are. You're beautiful dolls. From an old man word. Dame. But there can be no hanky-panky. No hanky-panky. Go hank your pank somewhere else. There's a lot of pank to hank out there. You do not fleece your flock. Do you understand? You do not fleece your flock. I don't care if your flock's one little sheep or you have 26,000 sheep. Don't fleece your flock. Dr. Kaplan says psychedelic facilitation is drawing care professionals from many fields. That's different. That's crazy, right, Katie? Psychedelic facilitation is drawing care professionals from many fields, such as clinical psychology, psychiatry, counseling, social work, a background in pastoring. Reflective practice is a core part of training in some professions, but not all. When you're going for your minister degree, they don't talk to you about reflective practicing. You actually learn tax codes. Think about that. You actually take a class in tax codes. This study highlights just how valuable spiritual health professionals are on psychedelic care teams. It also challenges us to think about how chaplaincy training practices like reflective learning could benefit all psychedelic facilitators, no matter their original professional background. Physics professors, musicians, tree trimmers, sandblasters, IT people, cable TV experts. Doesn't matter what your background is. The findings suggest the training programs should acknowledge the role of personal experiences while emphasizing self-awareness and, wait for it, ethical practice. It's still the Wild West right now. Our field. It's wide open for people to practice very unethically, both for their wallet and for their hanky-pank. It's wide open. There's no regulations. The regulator needs to be you. As psychedelic medicine continues to evolve, understanding the human factors that shape care will remain crucial. This study provides a foundation for future research, examining how facilitator attributes influence therapeutic relationships and outcomes. Very, very good stuff. Give me a minute. I'm going to pull up something else here. Do I feel like I'm preaching at you guys? I'm not. Every word that I'm saying out loud, I'm saying my brain, my ear, and my brain is hearing it first. Do you know that? I am absolutely preaching to myself too. I'm reminding myself at every level. So this isn't me preaching. This is us sharing.
You're making it really hard to snake people out of $1 while they're under the influence, Pops, okay?
Okay, that's what we want to do.
Making it real difficult.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't even want to think about that.
I need that from you.
But just $1, that isn't too bad. Start with $1 and you're going to end up at 10. Okay? I'm not preaching at you guys. Honestly, I'm not. I need to hear every one of these words that I'm saying. Okay? Music makes you lose control. Nerdy, you never have to buy anything from us. Okay? Music makes you lose control. Is that a true statement? Is that true or not? Good morning, Dakota. I'm glad you're here. Music can make you lose control. Sarah Bear says, yeah, Pops, but in a good way. Here's a little editorial article out of Tricycle News Day today, and it was today's episode, or today's letter. Imagine hearing Bohemian Rhapsody and not feeling the primal urge to go full Wayne's World during the guitar solo. It's impossible. I go full Wayne's World. I don't care if I'm driving in a car. I don't care where I am. Once you hit Bohemian Rhapsody, you're going full Wayne's World. Okay? I have a nephew that lip syncs that song so perfectly. Every single movement and everything he does. It is the most entertaining thing to watch him do. Go full Wayne's World. And yet this numbing to music. Bill, I had a gremlin. I had a gremlin when I was 20 years old. Mustard brown gremlin. True story. And it had that big flat back window, right? Somebody tried to break into the car and they broke that window. So for about 6 months, because, I'm a poor college kid, for about 6 months, I'm driving around with a piece of plywood. Yours was orange. Mine was mustard. Oh, they all had one. Get out, Cleany had a pea green one. I had a plywood back window. I don't know how I never got pulled over for that situation. I had a gremlin. I ended up giving it to my then girlfriend when I went into the service. I don't know whatever happened because we broke up while I was in boot camp. I got a Dear John letter. She didn't last 3 months. Okay, she was like, "I'm sorry, I'm starting." She was going out with a guy named Perry before I met her. Okay, and I start liking her. She's liking me. She breaks up with Perry to go out with me. And then I'm like, okay, hey, baby, I'm going to go into the Marine Corps. It's a true story. Oh, Pops had a little bit of a temper back then. Little. Okay, $60 for the car. So here's what happened. No, his name was Perry, okay? And I had never seen Perry before. This girl's name was LeMay. This gorgeous little girl, LeMay. Who wants to hear this story? I know you guys want to hear it. This all comes from Bohemian Rhapsody? Or the Gremlin. LeMay ended up with the Gremlin. Okay, so here I am. I'm courting LeMay, right? And I hadn't really even gotten super serious yet, but I know I really liked her. And I know she'd broken up with her old boyfriend, Perry. And the stories she'd tell me about Perry, he wasn't a good guy. But of course, all exes tell bad stories about their exes. Just happens. Okay? Wall's got a Dear John. I did. So here I am. I'm in her, she lived in an apartment building in Pasadena. And I'm in the back, and I'm hanging out in the back, leaning against my gremlin. And she's out there and we're flirting back and forth or whatever. And I see this guy out of the corner of my eye come walking down the alley. This guy comes walking down the alley. And I catch him out of the corner of my eye, and then he's getting closer, and he's getting closer. And the next thing you know, he's charging at me like a bull, like a rhino. And I have no idea who he is or what's going on. And he hauls back, and he punches me right under my eye right here. I actually had a scar right here. Now my skin's real old, so you can't see it. But I ended up with a scar right here because when he punched me, he had a ring on. Blood, boom, boom. And I turn and I see red. I have no idea why I'm being attacked by some guy in the alley. And I grab this guy and I pick him up and I throw him against a chain link fence. And I dive on top and I'm pounding. He got one punch in. I'm pounding. And LeMay's trying to pull me off saying, "Stop it! Stop hitting Perry!" So there's a part of me's registered, and I'm beating up the old boyfriend right now. Okay? People in the apartment building call the cops. The cop building was only a couple of blocks away. Into the alley. And the cops pull me off of Perry. Perry is a bloody mess. Both from my blood plus his own. And I'm like, I take my t-shirt off and I'm holding it over my... And the cops are like, "Tell us what happened here, blah, blah, blah." They ended up, "Do you want to press charges on this guy?" They gave me the chance. They were like, "Obviously, you're the victim, but you got him pretty good, bro. But so what do you want to do? Do you want me to take him away?" I said, "No, I don't. I don't want you guys to. Leave him, let him crawl out of the alley or call an ambulance himself or whatever." So that was the end of that. LeMay's like, "Oh, my hero, you're so wonderful. I have to go get stitches." She likes me. I'm pretty studly. I kicked his ass. All right. I'm off to the Marine Corps now. About 6 weeks into my Marine Corps, I get a letter. "Dear John, I'm getting back together with Perry." Yeah, I still had the scar for the rest of my life. Okay?
Damn you, Perry!
Damn you, Perry! Yeah, I'm getting back together with Perry. It could have been anyone else, okay? Oh, damn you, Perry. Oh, yeah, pretty old LeMay. And I had given her my car. Don't forget, when I went into the service, she and Perry got my car. I forgot about that. That's the whole story. Next thing you know, Perry's driving the Gremlin. Okay? Oh, gosh, darn it. And I get a scar. I forgot. That was the whole moral of the story. She and Perry driving away. Pop stuck in boot camp. Dakota. Oh, gosh, this is a true story. I dodged a big bullet, Penny, no kidding. Her background was pretty crazy, too. Jazzy, Perry's the guy that stole my girlfriend back from me and got my car. And I got a scar. So life could be pretty funny, you guys, okay? Imagine hearing the Bohemian Rhapsody and not feeling the primal urge to go full Wayne's World during the guitar solo. And yet, the numbing to music and other stimuli is exactly what many people report when taking SSRIs for depression. They call it emotional blunting. Two recent studies have confirmed what many have suspected all along. SSRIs work by dampening your emotion across the board, while psilocybin lets you feel all the feels. Both studies compared psilocybin to escitalopram, aka Lexapro, in people with depression. In the first study, researchers measured participants' brain activity while showing them emotional faces. For the second survey, the participants listened to music. Here's what the studies found. Face attuned. SSRIs reduced brain responses to emotional faces, while psilocybin maintained or slightly increased them. Oh, that's great, Jazzy. Good for you. So they're hooked up to a brain scan, and they're shown emotional faces, and they get virtually no response from the SSRIs, but the people that are on a psilocybin have a slight increase in their brain activity. Okay? When the beat drops, SSRI users showed decreased responses to surprises in music, that rad guitar solo, while psilocybin preserved these positive emotional reactions. Less cognitive filtering. Psilocybin therapy reduced prefrontal control over emotions, and it boosted sensory processing. The return of pleasure. Both treatments reduced depression and anhedonia, which means an inability to feel pleasure, but psilocybin had a much stronger effect. Most folks consider emotional blunting as an undesirable side effect of SSRIs. But this research shows it's probably a factor in their antidepressant actions. In other words, SSRIs might work because they numb you out. That isn't to say SSRIs are inherently bad. For some, a narrower range of emotion is a worthwhile trade off of relief from debilitating depression. But psilocybin seems to offer a fundamentally different approach. Relief without sacrificing your capacity to feel. In fact, many would argue that healing comes through the feeling. Sorry, what was that? Couldn't you hear it over the nearly 2,000 emo and the sound of my tears? I don't understand that. SSRIs versus psilocybin. An ongoing set of studies, and we're not surprised by the results. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Give me a number between 1 and 50. What is this number? Okay. Give me a number between 1 and 50 so we can get you on the board for this week's Spin No Free Ounce Friday. Give me a number between Ishmael, kill the game. Ishmael said 39, and by golly, by gum, it's a 39. Sorry, Wazzy, Ishmael beat you to it. Okay, Ishmael Barraza Villegas. Ishmael, you're down for this coming Friday's Spin to Win. You have to be here, and nobody's giving away free ounces. Excuse me. Very quickly, let's cover a couple of things. We have about 10 minutes left to hang out together. Time flies when you're here, doesn't it? Give me 5 people that I think time goes faster at tea with Pops than almost anywhere else. It's very fast here. There goes the clock. Embarrassment. Embarrassment. It does. You guys agree, don't you? It's like next thing you know, boop, it's time to leave the gym. Have any of you ever been embarrassed before? Yeah. Embarrassment. Embarrassment is a fleeting feeling of self-conscious discomfort in response to a minor incident that was witnessed by others. So that means embarrassment has to experience a witness. There has to be a witness around in order for you to be embarrassed. Can you be embarrassed like all by yourself in a house? You do something silly? Maybe that's not embarrassment I'm feeling. Maybe it's I'm just feeling like, oh, that was silly. I should have known better. I think embarrassment includes a social aspect. And that's exactly what's happening, Michael. You're taking yourself seriously. You're forgetting the second agreement. You're forgetting the second agreement. That could count, Justin, or no, what Nerdy said. Maybe you count as the witness. My mom used to like to do that. She was a sweet lady, but she would enjoy to embarrass you once in a while in public. It was just like a primal enjoyment. I gotcha. I can remember one incident clear as day. Grocery store. We're in one of the aisles, myself and my brother, and we're shopping. And my mom says, "Show me your underwear." No, I'm serious. Show me your underwear. My mom wanted us to take at least briefly pull something up, just briefly show us her underwear. I mean, our underwear. And if mom's telling you to do it, you have to do it. So I basically pull up a wedgie on myself. My brother does a wedgie. I gotcha. I was just checking to see if we got in an accident on the way home, if your guys' underwear was clean. Mortified. Mortified. These are little developing brains. To her, it was hilarious, and she wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings. She really wasn't. She was giving a good joke. Be careful what you do and understanding how it could embarrass somebody else. We need to be careful. We think it's funny, and we can actually create and cause embarrassment. When looking back on embarrassing incidences, Mom was always about clean underwear, Wazzy. When looking back on embarrassing incidents, we are usually able to see them as kind of funny. And embarrassing incidences that could have happened to anyone. Researcher Roland writes, embarrassment doesn't persist for long periods of time. It lasts only a few minutes instead of hours or days. This is a point nicely illustrated by the unique physiological marker of embarrassment. It's called the blush. You turn red. You're physiologically impacted sometimes by embarrassment. When we feel embarrassed, we can feel exposed, flustered, clumsy, but we tend to respond to our embarrassment in non-threatening ways, like using humor. Then we say we're sorry. Or sometimes we just move on without acknowledging it. Those of us who are more sensitive about social norms and being accepted are more susceptible to embarrassment. That's kind of obvious. Some of you have more than one child. Could you, this is a quick question. Out of your group of children, can you identify one as being the most sensitive of the group? I bet you can. I bet a parent can tell you, oh yeah, Johnny's more sensitive than Billy. You can spot it. You know it. You know which child is, you know how they line up on the sensitivity scale. 1, 2, and 3. Right? Parents, don't forget that. Parent from that perspective. Remembering that one's more sensitive. Don't go as far with that one. Don't push it as far. We all got treated, quote unquote, equally. And I have to look back, and my sisters even say it. You know what, bro, you were the most sensitive out of all 6 of us. I was not. No, you were. You took everything personal. You were the one. You're the one that cried the hardest. You're the one that worried more about you were the sense. I didn't want to be that. I'm a Marine. I'm going into the service. I beat up Perry. Yeah. Super sensitive. Your more sensitive kids are more likely to experience some mental health issues if we're not handled with love and care and empathy, compassion. Don't mold them. Accept them. Certainly don't use embarrassment as a training tool. It's not a training tool. If you use embarrassment for training, that's social injustice. We'll continue to talk a little bit more about embarrassment tomorrow, okay? Because it's an important concept, but it's important to me to talk about from the perspective of knowing how much I can hurt somebody. I don't know which one they were. I don't know if they were the most sensitive of their tribe. I don't know. I don't know you well enough to know. I have to assume that you're just as sensitive as I was, or am. And I'll never want to use embarrassment to hurt you, to train you, for my humor. We got to be really careful. So, we all know that. But these are the things we continue to remind ourselves to, okay? Especially take it home with you. Embarrassment doesn't really have a big place in any social interaction. Okay? Practical joke is a completely different place. Practical joke, and we can discuss those too. Anyways, you guys go have a good day. On the board for this week so far, Shai, Dando, Jody, Vegas, Lucky Lures, and Ishmael. We'll get some more people on there tomorrow. Thank you for being here today, you guys. I will be here tomorrow, same much time, same much channel. Jolie, you're absolutely right. Embarrassment can be extremely painful. Even if it doesn't last a long time, it can start leaving indelible marks. Okay? Let's go have a beautiful day. I'm going to scroll my friends out of here. Shy and Herbie and Nerdy and Sue and Dakota, thanks for being here. And Jolie and Captain Obvious, Billy D. And YouTube. And Mr. 420 and John Zook and Rodman. Melody Dawn and Classic. Cat Meowzilla Buddy. Katie, I'm glad you were here. Yeah, we think that we're using it for tough love, but it's meanness. Justin, Lucky Lures, Laura, have a divine day. Pidgey, Page. Free, good morning, free. Donnie Fife, Mr. 420, Sarah Bear, Penny Pack, there you are. Trenty the Trenty Trenterson, Billy T, Sammy P, Katie, Mike Butterball, Shy, Gleany, Dakota, Nerdy and Niffer Mama and Sue Littlemeyer, Vegas and Mike Butterball, and Herbie and Sarah Bear and Jolie. Dakota, I'm going to be doing a spin on this Friday to give things away if your name gets up on the board. Free. Michael, Sean T, Patterson, Shy, and the Wizzy Was. Dakota, have a good day. Nipper, Katie, Summer Wheat, Johnza, nice to see you, Billy D, and Melissa G. Taco, love 'em. Mr. 420 and Sue, Pops, peace, love, out, 4 things. Be impeccable. Don't take things personal. You can avoid a lot of embarrassment that way. Have no expectations and always do your best. And today we're going to talk about doing our best to not embarrass people. Out.